actually, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm going to do another knock thing again.
Because I can use a screen share. But why I can't knock him? Okay. Josh.
You all can probably hear me, actually, but for some reason... I'm not seeing my own stream. Oh, wait, there's my stream, so...
And then he's absolutely gone. Oh my god. Okay. How can I knock him again? No, I can't knock him again! Oh! Where are you, Jimmy? I just saw you earlier. Because I can't see you at all. Wait, let me find his channel, you know. I go there and then see what he say. Where are you, Constance machine? There. Yeah, I can hear. I'm talking to you, but.
Oh, can you hear me?
And also, why the sound is not come through? Wait a minute, the sound is not right. Why it comes through my laptop, not my box? Yeah. Yes. Again. Hey Jimmy, I mean your channel is really weird.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm seeing you on my channel again. But your video's not on.
Oh, my video's off? Why?
You probably have to go to stream together and put the video on.
Oh, because I turned off my video.
Okay.
No, I have a microphone problem.
Can you get your video on?
It's through my headphone. It's through my laptop. It's really weird.
Can you turn your video on now?
Wait a minute. Hey, why is still not showing my video?
That I don't know. Maybe you have to turn your camera source on.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, now you're up. Now you're here. Now we can see you. So, what's it like on your channel now? I can see you and I can hear you over here.
You can hear me.
Yes.
No, it's not through my interface. It's just through my laptop because I have no idea what's going on then.
Okay. Well, over here on my stream, it's good so far. We can see you and hear you. On your stream, can everybody see and hear both of us?
I think they only can see me. I guess. Let me check. Let me check. Why I can't open my? Okay. Yes, in my stream, I only can see myself, but not you.
Okay, so we kind of fixed it before, I thought, right? Didn't you get me in your stream for a little bit? How did you do that?
That's really weird.
I'm trying to remember what step we took because I remember it seemed like we had it working, and then all of a sudden, I wasn't even on Twitch anymore. It seemed.
I think I doing this. Hold on a second.
Okay, I think JinJin's figuring it out. JinJin will get it sorted because she really is brilliant. Let me tell you. You get it working?
I don't know. Can you guys see me? Let me use my phone, okay?
No, I think you got it working. Yeah. Okay, so maybe we should kind of get started before things go terribly wrong again.
But, and then maybe I should do sorry. Let me hide my cam. And then go screen share. And then not this one. Where are you? Sorry, I'm slowly figure out.
That's fine, yeah. And it's fascinating when you're doing the thing where you're narrating what you're doing, you know? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to screen share this.
To me.
Create a small pentagram with a tallow candle in each point. Recite this incantation. You see the concentration on JinJin's face?
I'm really concentrated, yes! I am! Hold on, I really want to fix this.
So much more difficult than any piano piece she's ever...
You go sing, okay? Go sing. Let me figure out this thing.
Hey, Ruckus,
go sing it! How can I?
Oh, one thing I want to say, or at least to the people on my channel, I could do it on yours if you want, but since we're streaming it on both things, if you want to be on both channels, then both of us will have all of the viewer count, if that's an important thing for us. Ralph, how you doing? Yeah, good thing that you guys are patient. You know what's funny is, there have been times I've done this, and I've told the other streamers, let's get on early so we can work stuff out. And we've gone on like a half hour early and then been ready to stream in 10 minutes. And it's like, what are we going to do? Start 20 minutes early?
I'm dying here.
But then there's the times where it's like, let's get on early. And then we still end up actually starting the content.
It's going to take the other 10 hours, okay? This is not music theory, guys. This is like technique theory, okay?
Yes, right.
No, collab together.
They probably have entire college courses dedicated to what JinJin's doing right now.
Oh, I'm in tears. Hey, I think I fixed it. That's not for me. It's flying out. Oh.
It's Aito's here. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good. Wait a minute. But how can I see the chat? Oh, I can read it through my phone home.
And you can do a shared chat thing. Hang on, did I even do that? Because we've gotten...
No, don't even make it difficult. That's enough. I'm happy about it now. Only show you and me, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'm really happy. No more. Oh my God.
Oh, and Tina French, how you doing? I've got shared chat going on, so I should be able to see your chat and my chat.
Okay, I just see the chat through my phone.
Okay, that's fine. So this is the other thing that happens. You know, she's got her computer going, she's got her phone going, she's got probably a laptop going at the same time.
You know, after 10 years, I probably have 20 laptops around me, you know. That's an easy way to do. Okay. Oh. Anyway, hey, Nocturne, you are here, right? I tell you what, no, Saturday. Please show me how to do it because you know in the future we have
I think sometimes they change stuff too, because I feel like every time I use any of these things, Stream Together, Far Play,
Uh-huh.
what's the other one that we've used, Zoom, that it's a different problem every time, which leads me to believe that I think the people that do these programs create new problems for us to keep us intrigued.
I know, and then they will make it easy. They should make something like me.
You should be able to push one button, and then the
Yes, and
streams
the
get
AI do everything right.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the future we are living. Exactly 2025. Why I still need to figure out? I mean, take 10 hours forever.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, Jin.
Thank you, Twitch.
Well, anyway, it was nice having you on the stream, and I'll see you sometime in the future. I'm kidding around with you, Jin.
Okay. And somehow my interface didn't work. How the world? What happened?
And
But
then
anyway, you can hear me clearly, right? Because now it's through my laptop, so probably you can hear every sound. All the environment, including the flies flying around.
well, all I'm hearing is you, and just let me know if everybody else if everybody else on this stream at least, or on any stream actually. I forgot I got shared chat. If everybody can see and hear us both. I feel like I'm freezing from time to time, but I think we'll just have to deal with that. I don't know why it's doing that. And
yeah, that's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay, so first thing I wanted to ask you was why piano? I mean, it's kind of a ridiculous instrument. What made you decide to play piano?
Oh, my mom forced me. Asian mom.
I was going to say that as a joke. It turns out it's true. Jin just left. That question, I guess I offended her too much, and now she's gone.
No, I'm back. Asian mom. Asian mom takes slippers. The. When you learn the piano, or you get beat up. I'm sorry, mom. I love you, but sometimes you're a little bit cruel.
Oh, well, I guess it was a good thing though, because you're still playing piano.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I did give up for a long time, but when you're growing up, you are more mature, right? And then you want to do something big in your life. So I decide I want to continue playing my piano. Yeah. And I do believe Twitch will help me a lot because when I still in Poland, I really think when I go on Twitch is my practice time. So I push myself pretty hard actually. Yeah, I think that is about the time I know you, probably 3 years ago.
Huh. Yeah, back in the heyday of Twitch, right?
Yeah.
It might have been a little longer now that I think about it. I started streaming in 2020. And I'm trying to remember when I met you, because I remember, and it was Ruckus Baloo, or Ruckus Hullabaloo, or Rucky Baloo as he's going by now, who introduced me to a lot of streamers, and I don't remember whether he's the one that introduced me to you, or whether it was, I think it was actually, wasn't it Cylindrical Cake? You know Cylindrical Cake, right?
Well, I can remember. I know you just because during that time, nearly every time when you go live, you always rate me. And then that is how I know you well. And maybe that is how I follow you, I guess.
Right, because it wouldn't be because of the music.
I don't know how to fix this lagging, I can see myself really. Or maybe I shouldn't touch.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should just leave well enough alone, and because like I said, I'm freezing, but everybody will just have to deal with it.
All right.
So you also play guitar, or so you claim. I've never heard you do it.
You see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, it's really terrible. I think all the pianists, they will, maybe just me. but I don't think they will enjoy playing like string instrument because our finger is quite sensitive. And then when you press the string, it hurts a lot, especially after when I practice my guitar 1 hour, and then I really can move my finger, put it on the piano and then start playing scales. It hurts. All the muscle just hurts.
So then, what
Yeah.
made you decide to play guitar as well?
Well, because it's there, guitar is easy to get, and then just why not? Just collecting more instruments and try to pretending I'm smart. I want to be you. When I get really old, I want to be you. Just like, hey, look, my friend, look, is my room. For the hundreds instruments around me, I can play a little bit all of them. Honestly, it sounds really cool.
On guitar,
I
do
want
you
to
also?
find my no friend.
Now, on piano, I've heard you mostly play classical music. Is that what you do on guitar as well?
Oh yes, I love classical style. Just finger style. I like it because I think it's better than just streaming. Just playing chords. For me, I think that's too easy. I don't want to do it.
Ah.
Just remember all the chords and you can play song, right? Probably like 3 chords, you can sing 100 songs. I don't want to do that. Myself, so I always go for the difficult one.
There was this
Yeah.
punk band I was playing with, and I remember there was I was playing bass. The lead guitarist and singer, a friend of his came over and to one of our shows, and she was saying, well, before we went on, that she was a poet, and Sean had said, "Oh, you should come down and oh, and she was a poet. She was learning guitar so she could be a songwriter." And he told her, "Oh, you should come and sing some of your songs at one of our shows." And she said, "Well, I don't want to perform. I want to get to the point where I know more than 4 chords before I start playing." And me and the drummer in the band went, "Wait a minute, there's a 5th chord?"
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to play folk guitar because it's too easy. So you mostly play classical. Is that true with piano as well? I've heard you play classical arrangements of like Spain and things. Do you do any improvisation or do you play any jazz?
Oh yeah, I do improvisation, but I don't do it much because I actually can play every song by ears.
Oh,
I think that can prove, I can do improvisation for sure. But I don't do it much because you only can play what you get for now, all the skills in your improvisation. But if you want to improve yourself, you need to really dig into the classical music actually. Because without classical music, you can go to the next level. I personally think that is, yeah, that is how it works.
ah. So you feel that the classical music can help fuel your ability to improvise?
Definitely, because all the I don't know, even when you play like a pop song or a game music, I realize it doesn't help your skill at all. But if you play one Chopin song, all the skill is just in that, just in one song, and then you can use for hundreds, game songs. It's really interesting. I noticed that.
Ah.
Yes.
So there's a
Just
little
like classical is your basic for me. That's my basic.
important lesson there for everybody in chat. That you learn some of these difficult pieces, these incredibly difficult pieces that you'd have to be like a Jinjin to even, be able to play them. That's really going to help you do other styles of music.
Yeah,
Ralph is asking if Jinjin plays guitar a lot on her stream or mostly piano. I can answer that, Ralph. I have only heard her play piano. I think the guitar, she just puts it in the back of her stream and says she plays it.
Sorry, I'm reading my chat. I mean, my mode, he's complaining, He's trying to say something bad. I love you. I love you. Okay. Yes, I complain a lot, but because he been mentioned, I complain all the chords really difficult, blah blah blah. But yes, when I complain, I do need it, because it's really stress. It's pretty stressed when you play something like that. But when you go through it, you're fine. But I just need some relief. I remember when I'm in Poland, because I really dig into classical music, especially Chopin and Rachmaninoff. And then I'm so stressful when I'm streaming, and then I prepare a really big shark teddy bear. I bought it from IKEA, and then when I feel stressed, I just punch it, because it's really frustrating.
I've never seen
But
you do that on stream either.
I noticed a lot of viewers, probably including kids, is not really good to show them that side. So I decided I'm not gonna do that.
I don't know. You might say that it's a good thing though, because then they learn to punch the stuffed shark rather than their sibling.
But maybe people will scare them, because everyone's saying, "Oh, I'm so elegant," with pretty dress, and suddenly next second, like that, probably is not so good, right? Destroy about a JinJin dream.
Yeah, but I guess I knew you well enough to know that you're not so elegant.
I have a question, Jimmy. I have a
Sure.
question. Why you never wear your socks in the house? Do you wear socks when you go out?
You know what's funny is that that's true. Like, I don't even wear my shoes when I go outside very often. My landlords think it's weird that I'll, like, walk into the backyard or go down the street with, bare feet. I just don't like wearing things, so I like to wear the minimum amount that.
Why you wearing clothes? You say you don't like wearing things when you're not naked.
My channel would get banned otherwise,
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Especially over here in America, they've got these hang-ups about, showing too much skin and things like that.
But I saw in your country they have like a naked day, and then you can go to that area, just be free.
Oh, nude beaches, they're not that common. There used to be one near here, but they closed it down and made it just a regular beach.
Oh, I see.
So they have to be legally, this is my understanding, there have to be legally designated areas for that. And there aren't that many of them. But I think there's one in New Jersey somebody was telling me about. But I'm not going to New Jersey. Sketchy
Okay,
says bare feet is very therapeutic. How is it therapeutic?
What do you mean,
Oh, therapeutic, like it's good for your health.
Well, I'm not sure. This, be naked will good for your health. I don't know, because in Chinese culture we don't really showing our skin a lot. Maybe I'm traditional. I don't know. But I have a funny story there. When I live in Slovakia, and then it's like a lake, and then I can see a lot of naked people walking around, and for me, I'm like, oh, I really want to see it, but I'm so scared to look at them. And then finally, I standing pretty far away, and I look at, because they have a bar, and then a lot of naked people being standing there, and then buying drinks, and I feel it's really hurt my eyes because they are quite old, and everything is sink down, It's just like, it's not a good memory, So yeah, not for me.
There's this thing that they say for people who have trouble with public speaking. They say,
Yeah.
oh, well, if you're public speaking and you're nervous, just try to imagine that everybody in the audience is naked. And
Naked, yes, I know, but no, it won't.
That's a bad idea. Yeah, do not do that.
Bad idea.
Yeah, Sketchy, I heard that it's when you walk barefoot in the grass and the dirt, that it's good because there's negative ions in the earth, and you're basically getting what do they call those things that people take vitamin E for? It destroys the free radicals walking barefoot. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's something that I'd heard somewhere.
Oh, Strachi, I tell you what, you definitely need to visit France, because from my experience, they never pick up a dog poop. Just don't, put your feet naked on the grass. Just try. You will see some brownie. Just try. Go ahead.
Deedbox, the French streamer, had said something about having to work, and I said, I thought work was illegal in France, and he said, the French should be illegal in France.
I agree. Hey, if we have any French, viewers here, I know one thing really annoying you guys. Croissant, right? Or croissant.
Oh!
Croissant. I might ban on a French streamer now. Okay,
So-
whatever.
Did you live in France, or you just visited France?
Oh, I live in France.
So wait a minute. So you've
probably-
lived in France, you've lived in Poland, you lived in Slovakia. You said you're living in England now, right?
Yes,
And
yeah.
you're originally from? Is it Taiwan? You're originally from?
Yes, I come from Taiwan.
So that's like 5 countries you've lived in so far.
Yeah.
Is this like, instead of playing all the instruments, you've decided you want to live in all the countries? Is that what you're going for?
Well, not really. I'm the person. Well, living in a different country is not really inspire me to learning different instrument. It's just because I want to improve myself. I want to be a better person. Just like you be a smart.
Yeah, right.
Why not?
I feel the same way. I want you to improve yourself and be a better person too.
Yeah, exactly. I think. You just need some challenge yourself, or you're gonna be sitting on the sofa watching TV every day. What kind of life like this? Come on.
Do you speak any of those other languages?
Oh yes, in Taiwan, basic I speak 2 different language, and then Chinese and then Taiwanese language, and then now of course English. And then in France, I did learn a little bit French, but
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, and then also really basic Polish.
Huh.
Mm.
Oh, Ralph said they'd been to Taiwan because of the Iceland volcano eruption? I'm not seeing a connection there.
Mm. Oh yes, in Taiwan we do have lots of volcano for sure, but they are just sleeping.
Huh.
Yeah, so
Well, there's a couple, or I think I was a couple. I read about a dormant volcano in Russia that just exploded or erupted. I guess.
oh yeah, it's terrible, and they have like a wave. How can I say that in English? Because the earthquake is so terrible, and then gonna the wave gonna
Oh, tsunami.
kind. Oh yeah, tsunami, and kind of gonna. Sounds like tiramisu. Tsunami. It's saying gonna attack Taiwan, but everything's fine.
See, now, okay, well, I'm going to just throw this out here. I have a theory because, volcanoes, tsunamis, earthquakes, there's a lot of wildfires happening here, and there was the one in Australia, the ones in Canada. My theory on this is that the Earth has decided it hates people and is trying to get rid of us.
I like the idea. You know what? I thought I'm the only person saying. Okay, I'm sorry. If you don't like my opinion, you can leave now. Okay, guys, viewers. But I do believe humans shouldn't exist in this earth. And then also, if I'm a president, I'm not allowing having any babies. Just let it end.
Wow, you know what? I think I just fell in love with Jinjin. That's the most brilliant stuff I've ever heard anybody say.
Really? You think that too? Because that is the only good way for the earth, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because humans are complicated. We can't do good things when we have a power. We just want to destroy it.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's like, have you met human beings? They're terrible.
We are. I agree.
There's, do you mind if I just play a little something real quick? Because,
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
you can,
Finally, I can popcorn and listen to other
you can
streamers
join in
doing
with
that.
this if you want. Ray! Ray!
Where's my cousin?
Ray! I hope somebody clips that.
Somebody already find us at Tell You What, Jimmy, after this stream.
Poke Your Eyes Out just rated us. How you doing, Poke? How was your stream? Jinjin, so you play more than piano and guitar. You apparently play kazoo as well.
Of course, and also I play Erhu. I can show you. I know Mom, you're gonna come.
Oh no,
sing,
wait,
right?
no, not the Erhu, please.
Oh, you're my baby. Oh, my mom gave me this because she's been learning almost 3 years, and then this is her old one, and she gave it to me. It's really interesting then. You can see, right? Hold on a second. How about that? I put it lower. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, ba la la la, ba na 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 na. Okay, no bad, no bad. I'm a beginner.
Actually, I have the Taiwanese version of that somebody gave to me, and you sound way better than I do. Mine sounds like a dying feline trying to sing.
Oh, come on, you've been too humble. You are a genius. I don't believe you.
Since you
And also, I have this.
Since you brought this up, oh wait a minute, what is that? Oh, that's the Onita. I think that's what Jinjin majored at. You majored in that in university, right?
Okay. I finished. I don't want to upset the viewers. Okay. I put it away now. So, everyone, safe. Put your volume up. Okay. Up.
Is this a different side of Jinjin than everybody's used to seeing?
Every time. They're used to it now.
So let me ask you this, because you mentioned something on one of your recent streams when you were saying about how you didn't know much music theory, but you said that in the Chinese system they use a 5 syllable. What are the 5 syllables? Can you put them in chat for us?
Wow, I only know Chinese then. If you don't mind, let me find if I can find a translate.
Hey, Shamanic Awakening. By the way, I haven't been doing an awful lot with the shout-outs. Everybody follow Poke Your Eyes Out Radio, wonderful streamer. Follow Shamanic Awakening. Follow Ralph. You can follow Rocky Baloo. We don't know what's going on with him with streaming. Who else is here? There's some other streamers here. Oh, it's Aito. Follow Aito. If you've ever seen the channel Eonce, if you like that channel, you'll probably like Aito. Aito is very similar to Eonce, those channels.
What did you just say? Beyonce? Is that famous?
Not Beyonce.
Is that woman?
Oh, Ruckus put it up. Gongshong Ju Yu.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that helped a lot.
He even put the Chinese characters.
And also, Jimmy, did you know in music language will be do, re, mi, so, la?
Right, it's the major pentatonic scale, as it's sometimes called.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
Scale that's used a lot in like country western music.
Uh-huh.
And some like folk type blues. Oh, but usually they do it in tune.
So if you want to play country music or like a little bit like a folk music, will be do, re, mi, so, la?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that scale's used a lot in those musics, yeah. In fact, have you never seen the Bobby McFerrin thing where I've only saw a clip of it. It looked like some kind of TED Talk or something because there's a panel of people. But the part that I saw, a student shared with me, Bobby McFerrin, jumps at the front of the stage and points to the audience, and they all sing a note. I think he gave them that note. But then he jumps to to his left, their right, and they sing up, but they sing the second note. And then he jumps back, and then when he jumps the other way, they sing the sixth. And then as he jumps back and forth, the whole audience sings the major pentatonic scale, the scale that you're talking about.
Hmm?
Is there a name for it in Chinese? Do they call that scale something?
Will be the scale? I think so. You know, if you play fast and then keep moving higher and higher, it could be a scale. Do re mi so la do re mi so la do re mi so la do re
They
mi,
don't have a
right?
name for it though.
Oh, I don't know because when what I learn is piano because I don't learn Chinese instrument. That's a problem. So
Uh,
basic my music theory really similar to yours. You know, just like a Western
okay.
theory, but it's learning Chinese. But yes, learning Chinese language.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, but I know that 工商节子语 because when we at school, we have some like basic music theory, and that's how I know.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
McFerrin was saying that no matter where in the world he goes, when he does this thing jumping up and down, people sing that scale, the major pentatonic. So it seems to be a basic thing in all different forms of music.
Yeah.
It happens in the Indian music. It happens in Chinese and Western country music. You hear it in other folk musics, Native American music. You'll hear that scale. So it seems to be not. It seems to be something about. Well, most people would say the physics of sound, but the way that human beings hear music is that's an important scale. So now we know the Chinese names for those notes. So you don't know much about Chinese music in that you don't know if they ever put in any of the other notes in between.
No, actually, I really don't know much. Yeah, unfortunately.
So what they made you learn that in when you were in grade school?
Oh yes. They always kind of like elementary school, junior high school. They always mention it a little bit.
Ah,
You know. So that is how I know.
hmm.
But I don't know if you want to make some Chinese style music, just play do re mi so la. You know, these five notes a lot. It definitely will sound like it.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing. Everybody always thinks it sounds Japanese when you play that scale, especially when you do it this
Oh, it's
way.
not Japanese. Come on. We come talk 10 years ago.
That little
Oh,
lick, yeah.
wait a minute. That is the David Bowie song, right? My little
China
China
girl, right?
girl.
Yeah, because everybody thinks when you play the pentatonic scale with pairs of notes that way, everybody says, "Oh, it sounds
Ah,
Chinese or Japanese." But it's true that the Japanese stole everything that they do from the Chinese.
yes, because that's back to the history. Yes.
Yeah, Hibana plays the koto. You know Hibana sound, right?
What does that sound like?
Oh no, Hibana sound is a streamer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
she plays the koto, but it turns out the koto is just an imitation guzheng.
Okay.
Yeah, they just stole that idea from the Chinese. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. You say do re mi so la. If you play this five note, will sounds like blue or folk music, right?
Yeah.
But why it also sounds like Chinese music? How is that? How does that work?
Um, like I was saying before with the Bobby McFerrin thing, I think it's because that five note scale, those notes work together in a way that human beings find that they work. Partly because of
Okay.
the physics, I think. So I think in every culture coming up, when they're first creating music, they come up with that five note scale because those notes work together.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How about? Oh, sorry. You continue.
Well, and the thing that, from me, having studied various music theories, is that you find there's certain things that seem to occur no matter what type of music you're talking about. And I think that shows to that being something that is essential about music of any variety. So that five note scale shows up in every form of music because I think that's the first scale people discover when they're first creating instruments.
Okay, that makes sense then because probably from you know 100 or 1,000 years ago they don't have seven notes. They only have five notes or three notes, and then they can create something beginning with that and then have more and more for
Hmm.
now.
And oh, hey, Splar. Everybody follows Solar Idolator. That seems to be a thing that some people have said about genres. That a lot of genres start out. For instance, jazz started out much simpler, like in the early days, ragtime and stuff like that, and then it got increasingly complex and more notes added in. Classical music kind of the same way, as complex as Bach and Mozart might have been. Then when you get into the Impressionists and especially the more modern people like Schoenberg, it starts getting much more dense as far as what they're doing with it. So some people have also theorized that that's usually when those styles lose their audience and a new style of music gets created. You know, as jazz in the 40s and 50s got more complex, then rock and roll happened, and then everybody started listening to that.
Okay, I have a question for you. How to play like Indian music? Why are you smiling like that? I'm not joking, okay? It's a really nice question. Because you are pretty good, having Indian style music. But what kind of you pressing?
Well, that music. So in India, the music developed where they didn't develop chords like we did in the West.
I know. It's really really odd.
Yeah.
But I can't figure out why.
So, and some people think that's because partly in the West we have equal temperament, which allows you to play chords in any key. But
yes,
they use a just intonation system there with overtones. So if you're in the key of D, then if you try to play a chord in C sharp or G flat, it's going to be more out of tune. So they came up with a system where basically they drone on a root note. Oh, hang on a sec. This fell out. It fell out again.
Indian music is more of vibes. You mean like
Well, there'll be a drone. So in this case, D, and then you have.
Yes, I can feel it. Yes.
But because they were so much more focused on the melody and the rhythm, because they didn't have chords, they get very into melody and rhythm. Where in the West we got much more concerned with harmony, like how can we create different chord progressions and things. So I was just playing Beriv is the name of that rag. But there are other rags that might use the same notes, but you have to play them differently to make it sound like that rag. So and being somebody who came to it, to studying it later in life, I'm never sure if I'm ever playing them exactly right, because people who grow up in India who hear Berivs from the time they're kids, they know what the sound is.
Yeah.
But I just know it from trying to learn it from what my teachers taught me. So, am I playing Beriv properly? I'm not sure, but I'm okay with that. Do you know Lou Harrison? Classical composer, but he and Terry Riley's done the same thing where they've incorporated stuff from Indian music and even other cultures into Western classical music. We'll have to find a Lou Harrison piece for you to practice playing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, in the future you can show me more.
Yeah. Somebody had asked who are good modern classical composers to listen to. I think that's how they said it.
Maybe when you play Indian music, I guess, just play that use a keyboard. Maybe that will sound more like it, I guess.
Yeah, well, the singers especially will do those little bendy things. Yeah, and there's rules for that. What notes you can do that on, and which ones you're not supposed to do it on, and things like that. So in Beriv, when you play the fourth, you're supposed to do a little like slidey thing on it, and that's supposed to make it more Beriv. When they play a rag called Dabari, you're supposed to play the flat third a little bit lower and bend down to it, so and the sixth the same thing. Well, Ruckus, part of the problem too is a lot of the modern Indian musicians aren't following the rules so much because it's like people like a Pandit Ravi Shankar or Ustad Ali Akbar Khan. they knew the stuff, but then they started taking it in different directions. So those of us in the West who buy those recordings or listen to those, them performing, we're hearing Rock Bear, but we're not hearing the traditional version of it. We're hearing this modernized version of it. So, so that's the excuse I use. Is I act like, oh, I'm just modernizing it, when it's really just that I don't know how to really play it. So, who are some of your favorite modern composers, Jinjin?
I can't even remember their name. Well, to be honest, because when I listen to the music, I only listen to the melody, and then I never remember who is a composer or artist.
Oh.
But yes, and yeah, I know it's weird, but I only remember the melody. But if you want me, like, pick up one musician I really like, that is what you mean. I would say Joe Hisashi is really how can I say influence me. Yeah,
Influence.
influenced me when I was little, because it's kind of like when I La Totoro, is what is that called? My neighbor Totoro. Totoro, Totoro. I'm not sure. Did you know that music?
No.
Oh my God, Jimmy, you don't know. Whoa. Okay, let me show you Joe Hisashi what he looks like. What is that called? 是让 this one. Not sure. Can you see Joe?
Raise it up. Raise
Okay.
it higher. No, I don't. Yeah, that's good. I don't recognize that guy at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I played this guy's music a lot, and also I listen a lot, and then that's really,
Can
kind
you
of
put
like
his name in chat, or can somebody put the person's name in chat?
Oh yeah, sure. I can. Maybe people can do it then.
Incidentally,
Yeah,
this
pretty
is
cool.
another thing that I think is fantastic about Jinjin's stream and her brand. That rather than typing a link in chat so it comes up on her screen, she actually has to take her phone and put it in front of her camera to show you stuff.
Well, I'm really basic, Jimmy. You know me.
No other streamer does that. That's something very unique about you. Yeah.
What? You know that is not his real name? Oh, Matthew, don't confuse Jimmy, okay? Sasha, you shush. Well, if you listen to his music, I think you might kind of find a little bit like Indian music, because I noticed some of the notes is really similar, but if we just change the way a little bit, probably will sound more like Indian instead of Chinese music. I mean the Japanese music.
Huh. Is that what he does? Is traditional Japanese music, or?
His music is really, I would say, pretty Japanese. Yeah, really, like a. To be honest, I think Japanese music and the Chinese music, we are really similar.
Huh.
So it's really Asia, okay, really Asian music.
Oh, and Ruckus is saying he's a virtuoso pianist.
Oh yes, oh he's really good. Yeah, amazing. I went to his concert. Oh my goodness.
Huh. Okay, well that's somebody we should all give a listen to as well then. And do you play some of his music? Is some of it in your song list?
A lot. I play a lot of his music then.
Okay. Next time I'm on, I'll request that instead of Spain.
And sure. And also the other one is his famous music is called Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Did you know that song?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's really classic, and
Who does
you
that?
definitely know. What is the Matthew? Did you know who is the composer? That Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. I play his music a lot too. What is that? Let me find it.
I'm trying to look it up too.
Okay.
Oh, it was a film in the 80s.
Yes, he made the music for this film. It's really it's a sad film, I would say. What is his name? Oh, there. Let me type it on the chat. That's the other composer I like.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pronounce this right. Ryuichi Sakamoto.
Yes, Sakamoto. Yes, him. His one is brilliant too. You definitely know that song. Oh, let me open my piano. Hold on a second. Probably will be easier to show you because I can't play guitar. You know, if I can play guitar, I just show you straight away. Ding 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 ding. Let me get this thing off. Hold on a second.
Why don't you
will
just
see.
play it on the air hoop?
Oh, oh my. Can hear me, right? I'm here. I'm here, guys. How the sound?
Oh, yes, I've
You
heard
know
this
that?
one. Yeah.
It seems that have that five notes, right? That's why it sounds so Asian. No, do re mi la. Yes. Did you know this one?
That one I have heard, yes.
Yes, that is the one really popular. It's called Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence.
Hmm. Um, it said on the thing when I was looking it up that it's a Christmas staple in both America and Japan.
Uh-huh.
But you might not find this surprising, but I'm not a big fan of Christmas because, as we mentioned before, I really don't like the human race. So
Well, it just name sounds like Christmas, but actually the film and also the music, it doesn't sound like Christmas at all, right?
yeah, you're right. It doesn't.
So you should think this way in the melody, only music side, nothing about other side. So you will enjoy it. Open your heart, Jimmy. Come on, open.
So, one thing I find impressive about you is you have a high level of ability with sight reading.
Wait a minute, did you say high level?
You
Oh
seem
my
like it to
God,
me,
Brush. Come on.
You don't think you're a good sight reader? Come on, Everybody's
No,
been on JinJin's
I
channel.
really think I'm not good at all. I'm a really humble person. If I tell my parents that I'm really good at piano, I tell you what, I'm gonna get a slap because never good enough. Okay?
You'll get one of those shoes. um, when you're reading music or when you're learning a tune, does the theory behind it get involved at all? Are you thinking, oh, those five notes make a seventh chord, and then they're modulating to this key, or do you just look at the notes and play them?
I tell you what, maybe why it's really interesting. Maybe because I can play music by ears, and then when I was little, my teacher been training me in sign reading every lesson, really, and they've been doing that like more than 6 years, doing that every day.
Ah,
So first of all, I kind of know when I reading the sheet music, right, and then I kind of know the music where to go because it kind of like when you play C major, you always know what is the next one will sounds nice, right? Probably will be like Fado, probably like that, right?
oh, I know that song. I know that song.
Right? what is that song? I don't even know what is that song, but anyway, I just know, with this chords, and then what is the next one should be like. So that's already, I don't know. I can't explain how I know it, but I just know. And but maybe that is why it can help me sign reading so fast.
Ah, so
And then
your ears and kind of an intuitive knowledge of harmony is helping you sight read.
yes, because I can guess. Even I can sign reading, all the notes 100% correct, but I can guess. Even I hit the wrong note, but it won't matter because I know it will fit my right hand really well.
Um, that I've noticed that sometimes when I've gotten badly written charts and it's hard to see the notes, I can sometimes read it anyway because if you see GAB, you know that C is probably coming up. That they wouldn't.
Yeah,
probably do it.
yeah, kind of like that.
There's a story that I heard it this way. Herbie tells it the other way, but somebody had told me that Herbie Hancock was playing with Miles Davis, and that the reason that Miles loved Herbie is Miles played a wrong note, but Herbie heard the note Miles played and played the chord that went with that note because it's Miles Davis. He must want to play that note. So
Yeah.
you're saying a similar kind of thing that okay, I may not be reading it right, but I know by ear this will work there, even if it's not what's written. Huh.
Yes, I think it's just basic because I'm pretty sure he definitely played a lot of like 100,000 songs when he was little or when he's young, right? So when you play enough song, you definitely will know the basic idea. It's just in you now.
How did you develop that? Just through playing music?
What?
How did you develop that ability? Is it just through playing a lot?
Yes, just play lots of music, all different type of music, and also I really like go on YouTube, and I probably will type the song right, but also I will type with sheet music because I like listen, also look at the sheet music. That will help me kind of imagine I'm sight reading. I like doing that all the time.
Oh, wow. And I
Yeah, I
that
know
that's-
not many people like doing that, but I like it.
Huh. I like those too. I haven't used them a lot, but I like it as well because rather than just seeing people playing, if I'm looking at the music, even if I don't know what the notes are, I can see them, the shape of it going by.
Yes, exactly.
I recently played mandolin for a Mahler piece with an orchestra.
Oh, okay.
And I actually used exactly what you're talking about because I was playing very little in this piece, but the hardest part about it was knowing when to come in. And so I actually was using a video like you said and watching the score so I could see, when the trumpet does that, that's when I have to play this, so those are really useful things. I'm glad somebody thought to make YouTube videos like that.
Yes, I think YouTube is a really good tool to learn things. Well, I did not say is if you're the beginner and then you don't want to find a teacher to learn the new instrument, I always think that's the wrong way to do because you might catch some bad habit. For example, play classical guitar. They definitely have the rules to play right to help you, especially the fingers. But if you just watch YouTube and listen to them and then you will play in a different position and then if you level into the next step, you definitely will find some problems.
Yeah. And there's that, which is a drag. And I get students sometimes who have been playing for a while and they come to me and they've done exactly like you're talking about. They've learned stuff wrong. And now I have to it's harder than teaching them from the beginning. To have to.
I know. You need to spend like a double time to correct them.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, and this is important information for everybody out there. I don't know if you knew this, Jinjin, but it turns out that not everything on the internet is correct.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, you knew
Absolutely.
that already. Okay.
Yes.
I've had
Go.
I've had
Come
students coming
on.
in playing a song like they're not even playing the right notes, and I'm like,
Yes.
that's not the right notes. Where? Oh, and the funniest one is when they'll tell me, "Oh no, I got this off the internet." Like that makes it right.
Well, but I don't blame them because first of all, unfortunately, not many people can read sheet music, right? So I don't blame them. So they can't tell why it's wrong. They just think, oh, it's correct, right? And they just copy it. But what I want to say is, if you are not a beginner and then you have some kind of level, the music, like pretty good playing music, and when you go on Twitch, probably is a good way. Just type in the song and with sheet music, you watch it, right? But also you can see some part of it how he play because there is some skills there. You can look at it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's really good way to learn it actually.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I guess you had teachers early on that focused on technique a lot.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, oh, my teacher is just terrible. I remember when I get older, like when I'm junior high school, that's 3 years is terrible. I have two different teachers, and the last one is horrible to me. And then I understand she want me do better, but in her way, so mean. I think I remember I told you before. He is the one call me stupid. You
Oh,
think I come?
which
Well, he keeps telling me I'm really stupid and and laughing at me. Oh, it really hurts my heart.
and that to me crosses a line because you could tell somebody you're playing that wrong, or that's not the right finger, or that's not the right note, or you're not playing the rhythm right.
Yes,
But
he
to tell
really
somebody they're
like
stupid,
yes,
yeah,
yes, really corrected me. I need to play exactly like what the shoe music like, and then I really don't like it. Also, his music taste, I don't like Beethoven because she forced me to play so much. So even now, I really refuse to play any of his song or listen to it and to play it. And I will say she is the reason I give up piano. I will say.
oh wow. See, and that's the thing I've heard about too. Teachers who either are too strict or too mean in this case, and it can turn
Yeah,
the student
because
off from making
yeah,
music.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a student like what every student is different. You are the teacher. You know what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
You should see what their personality like, and then do it the right way. That will help them. Step to the different level. It's really important.
Yeah. And I think you have to
Yeah.
determine what the student's goals are, what their strengths and
Yeah.
weaknesses are, what they respond to and don't respond to. You have to kind of figure out how to teach every person differently. Um,
Yes. Exactly.
and a lot of teachers don't think like that. They think that they know the way to do it, and they're going to make all their
Yes.
students
And
do
then
that.
you follow me, you will success. But it's so wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And this is another reason why I don't like human beings in general.
Thumbs up.
uh, do you teach at all, Jinjin?
Yes, when I live in the West, I teach language for living. But I stopped right now. When I live in UK, I stop it because I want to work on my music.
Oh,
I think Twitch is pretty good and I like it. But before, yes, I teach Chinese. Mm.
okay, but you never taught piano?
No, because I never been to like a music school. I don't think I'm good enough to teach people how to play piano. But I do have a one experience. People pay me, and then to listen to them play. How can they improve themselves?
Ah,
I do have experience. They pay me. But if you really want me to teach them from the basic, I don't think I can do that.
ah, okay.
Mm.
It's not definitely not something that's for everyone. Just like you could say about anything. Um, Probably after you did it for like, if you were to actually start trying to teach beginners, I bet like probably maybe a month and a half in, you'd have those shoes out and you'd be hitting them with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. I will use the slippers for sure.
Yeah.
uh,
um,
I have a question because why why you are so good at playing so many different instruments? Is it because your dad, or who is the important person in your life that you into music?
well, my dad did play guitar.
Yes, I know
He
that.
he gave me exactly one lesson where he tried to teach me stuff, and I just couldn't learn from my father for various reasons.
Well, yeah, that I understand now for sure.
Yeah. So I tried to teach myself, for the first 2 or 3 years, and then as I
Uh-huh.
often joked, I stole this joke from lawyers, but so I was trying to I was self-taught, but then I decided that I didn't want to have such an idiot for a teacher. So
Oh.
so then
Hey, so
I
you are really genius then. So you can like you learn music without teachers.
well, no, then I did start taking lessons, but in the beginning, like I didn't know that your ear was something you could develop. So I started
No.
trying to learn a lot of music theory, trying to make up for the fact that I didn't have a very good ear. Then my first teacher I had
Yeah.
started teaching me a bunch about ear training, and then I've had and technique, and then I've had a lot of teachers for various things since then. And I think it's because since I've had guitar teachers and double bass teachers, you learn and jazz guitar and which was more plectrum based sitting here, and classical guitar sitting here playing fingers. So you learn a lot about not just the technique for those specific instruments, but how technique works on any string instrument. So I feel like
Ah.
then I can apply that technique. It's kind of like what April Knight. I don't know if you know April Knight, but she said about the hurdy-gurdy, that from playing piano, it's easy to translate that technique and that mentality over to this other instrument because it's a similar kind of concept.
Yes. Yes, they have some basic music theory there for sure. Yeah, I agree.
Hmm. So some people think that playing piano or keyboard, it develops a better understanding of music theory, and then you can apply it to other instruments.
Yes, I agree. But most of the people they I don't know why people say piano is the most difficult instrument to learn, right? So how can other people want to learn piano first and then
Well, I think every instrument has its own specific things that make it difficult.
mm-hmm.
For me, because we had to take when I was in college, we had to take I think a semester or two of piano, and the thing I found difficult about it is getting the two hands to do the two different things together. So
Mm-hmm.
I used to play jazz standards, and it'd be like I'd play the chord, then I'd look
Yeah.
at this hand, play a bit of the melody, look back at this hand, play the next chord, look back at this hand. I couldn't do them together. I think that's the hard part about that.
Yeah, I agree. So you definitely know why I'm gonna mention that streamer is called Mango.
Oh, Mango
Mango.
Mindset.
You know why he's an alien, right? We already think left hand and right hand play together is difficult, but he can play drum and keyboard and rap. I
And
mean,
then,
what
yeah,
kind of person like that?
that is kind of amazing. Yeah.
It's really amazing then. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that kind of independence. Even drums, like great drummers who can like be playing a ride cymbal pattern, and then accenting with the snare and the bass drum and doing stuff on the hi hat. I think that's amazing. But for him, he's taken it to another level with playing the
I
bass
know.
lines, and yeah,
He probably have 5 brands.
yeah. That's
He's
the
an
thing.
amazing musician, guys. I because I don't know his name, but
Mango Mindset Live is the streamer name. Yeah, so everybody give them a follow.
everyone go follow. Really, go follow him. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
And also follow Vivi Lettish. Vivi Lettish is here. How are you doing, Vivi?
Oh, Vivi is here. Oh my God, Vivi, you're weirdo. Hi, Vivi. I tell you what, Jimmy, Vivi, he's super weird. When he starts streaming, you know what he's doing? I can't do that now because I can zoom in, but he just like put the face really close like that, and then smiling, to check out everything. I mean, what kind of person are you?
Yeah,
But
I've
it's
had a
really
lot of
funny
experience
that
with Vivi. He's got a great sense of
Genius.
humor.
Yes.
And quite extensive song list, too.
Yeah, he's Vivi, your music is so chill. I mean, you're the really good musician. Why you are so weird? May I ask?
Yeah, he's one of the few streamers, that I think Vivi, it's a hard, he might be about as depressing as Foothill Rounders.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to say which one of those streamers can get more depressing.
Vivi said one day I will explain everything. Okay, we wait for you.
Oh,
Well, we
Pokey's
have
back.
so many friends here then. Wow. I never read the chat. Sorry guys.
Yeah, JinJin's been ignoring chat. Yeah.
I've been ignoring chat a long time. But that's okay. I can check out after. You guys know me, okay? I will know after.
So, you didn't study music in university, you said, though, right?
No. I only learned 10 years with teachers when I was little. Yeah. And that's it. That is all my music information.
Huh.
And
Well-
then after that, I just learned it from, the books and also YouTube.
Oh, okay. But I guess with those teachers, you developed a really strong technical foundation. It seems like I don't know much about piano technique, but it looks to me like you have good technique.
I would say no bad because compared to other students, I think my level is not bad. I can do difficult things for sure. Yeah, but I haven't touched piano for a long time, and then I'm not sure my skill will be like before, and also the age, right? So, but I still pretty good. At least I can read songs, right? I can play whatever I want, so I'm happy enough.
That's a nice thing about the ability to read music, is that
I
then you don't have to
know.
memorize everything. You can just pull the music out and play something. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just like open a different door for you.
Hmm.
So we should encourage other people, like really put your time to read the sheet music. That I believe us, your world will be much wider, and then yeah, it's just different.
Yeah, Victor Wooten, the bass player, had made the analogy. He said that reading music, it's kind of like if you learned how to speak a language but never learned to read it. You couldn't
Yes.
read a street sign, you couldn't read a book. So, when you can read and write the language, when you can read and write as well as hear the language, you've got so much more available to you.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, it remind me when I live in the different countries, and then everyone always asks me, what is interesting there, and then I would say learning the language is a fast way to get into their own cultures. I would say language. If you speak a little bit their language, they will accept you, and then easy to find your friends who hanging around, and so you have experience about their cultures. Yeah, language is so important. Oh my god.
Yeah. In America, we have a different attitude of it. We think that everybody in the rest of the world should, bow to us and make us comfortable. So that's the American attitude.
I don't know because I never visit America, so.
Well, now's not the time to come.
When I steal my ass, okay, so I can have enough money to buy tickets. Everyone, don't make a clip, okay?
Oh, Squishy, that's actually a good point because that's happened to me where I remember when I was in college driving somewhere and hearing an idea and pulling over to the side of the road and writing it down. And you're right. Then later, John Paul Jones, when he did his album Zuma, he said he used to bring music paper around with him when he would walk in Hyde Park. And then if he heard an idea, he would just sit down and write it down. So, that is another advantage of even if you're not planning on reading somebody else's music, but another advantage of reading music is you can write your own ideas down.
Yeah, sure. And because right now we have phone, have much easier way just recording it. Just like,
That's true, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I know
I do
that
know.
song. Any questions anybody has for Jin while we've got her here?
They probably have lots of questions from me, but I just never read the chat. I give up.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm reading the chat now. Any questions?
That's why you want to ask them now, because I know when she's streaming, she's usually not paying attention to chat at all.
Yeah, never. Really, truly. Because I really can't do two things in the same time. Like, you want me to play the music and then also, chatting with people. I just can't. My brain didn't work like that. I just need to focus in one thing and then that's it.
Sometimes what I'll do is this. I'll go into Jin's channel and I'll do this in her chat and see if she even notices.
In lullabies, anything to say about the subject? Huh? What? I never noticed you say that. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what I put in your chat. Yeah, and then it's just a fun little game I play, and I see how long I can do that before she actually notices.
Hey, I never noticed that, then, but probably I.
Exactly.
You really put up fingers. How dare you? Okay, I decide. Okay.
Oh wait, we got a serious question here. Neptune
Wait a
music.
minute.
By the way, is everybody following Vivi Lettish Poke Your Eyes Out Radio? G-Scape, who's going to be on Music Theory Hour next week.
Hey, I saw it yesterday. So it's next week. Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's not yesterday. It's a week from yesterday. Were you on yesterday, waiting for it, Jin? Were you sitting there watching the blank channel?
Yesterday, I think. Wait a minute. If you are streaming, I definitely lurking for sure. But I'm not sure. Am I chat with you?
No, I wasn't streaming yesterday.
Okay, so that is Wednesday.
No,
Wednesday, I definitely chat with you a little bit.
As if in response to you, the bot just came up and said, yes, G-Scape will be on August 13th.
Ah, okay.
And it says Jin will be on August 7th. So everybody be ready for August 7th, 12 p.m. Jin will be on. We're going to start out the stream talking about how to put a browser source in your OBS.
Oh, okay. Poke your eyes out radio. Poke your eye. Ouch. It say, I'm interested in lullabies. Anything to say about the subject? What does that mean?
You don't know what a lullaby is?
Yeah, I know lullabies, but what do you mean?
Do you play any lullabies, Jin?
I only know this one. You probably know, Is it that one?
Ah, there's one. Wasn't that written by somebody famous? Isn't that Brahms or something like that?
I don't know the name,
Grieg.
but well, if you're gonna talk about a lullaby, if anything relaxing and slow, it could be lullaby. Then I would say.
Oh, relaxing and slow, like my women.
Yeah, for example, okay, let me do improvisation. What kind of lullaby?
What kind of lullaby?
lullaby.
Okay, and you just improvise that?
Yeah, it's improv. Yes.
Wow. That was kind
Oh,
of amazing.
you didn't believe me, did you? Come on, challenge me. Say something. Start with what? D? Or you want to C?
Can you play a minor key lullaby?
Minor key. Oh, wait. Sorry, I need to figure out the key. Let me find the other minor. Is it kind of minor?
Yeah, yeah. And the thing, incidentally, that I found intriguing was watching the process where you start out. Sometimes you play a chord and be like, "No, wait, it's this chord,"
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
then you worked something out at the end. Yeah, that was nice.
Oh,
So
thanks.
I think Jinjin, that should be your career. You should be creating lullabies.
Wait, G-Scape, what did you say? What kind of lullaby?
Plagal.
I don't.
And by the way, G-Scape mentioned
Plagal.
G-Scape mentioned that it is Brahms, that other one you played. I knew it was somebody like a big deal guy like that.
Oh.
Also, Neptune Music had asked a little while ago if you have any advice on how to get better at reading. And also, I don't know whether I know Neptune Music. I'm assuming you must be.
The funky saxophone. I really love his channel and Jimmy.
I'm going to follow Neptune Music right now. You see that? Now, I want to point this out. I just followed Neptune Music. You notice how little time it took? So don't give me friggin' excuses like, oh, I couldn't follow them because I would have to click the mouse twice or some bullshit like that, you know? Follow G-Scape, follow... If you're on my channel and you're not following JinJin, then you're really a jackass. I just can't say it any other way.
Exactly. If you don't follow everyone, I ban you.
So, do you have any advice on sight reading, JinJin?
Just like I said earlier, really, just make it become like your habit. Go YouTube because everyone uses internet, right? Go YouTube. When you
I don't.
type
I never use the internet.
Serious?
Yeah, not even now.
Who you?
What's the internet?
Right?
What's that?
What is sleep? Go to internet and then when you type the name, please also type sheet music, right? If you can read it, just plus sheet music, and then you know, when you listen to it, you kind of like learn it, you know, with your eyes. That will be faster and quicker. And of course, you need a lot of practice for sure, right? I know on the earth, 90% people they hate practice, but that is the only key. That is not, you know, even genius they want to be good. They still need practice, right? So that is the only way then.
And you know, I'll tell you something. So first of all, Poke, what is the limit? Because I thought it was like 2,000. I didn't think anybody would ever hit that limit. But I have a bootleg of Jimi Hendrix, who most people would claim Jimi Hendrix was a brilliant musician. He's recording in the studio, and they do a take, and then they tell him to stop for some reason. I think a technical reason. So while they're waiting to do another take, you hear Jimi Hendrix play the same lick over and over again, and he's practicing. So even somebody at the level of Jimi Hendrix had to practice stuff to get good at it. So
Exactly. Yes.
yeah.
So that is the only key. Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, the first guitar teacher I had, I wanted to work on being able to read better. And one thing that he helped me a lot with was not to think of reading the specific notes, like not looking at, oh, it's D and then it's F sharp and then it's A, but seeing the intervals. It's going up a major third and then up a minor third. And knowing your keys so that you don't have to think about when you got a key signature like, A flat. Oh, I got to remember these 4 notes are flat. Well, if you know your scale, you can just stay in that scale and not have to worry about what notes are flat or sharp.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the best advice I could give you all on it.
Yeah, that's the other way for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Poke, something. I'm not telling you to do this. I haven't hit that limit yet. But somebody I know who did hit the limit, what they did is they created another account so that they didn't have to unfollow anybody, and then they just followed other people on this other account. So if that's something you want to think of doing. The other thing I would say that's a good thing for practicing sight reading is I would always put myself in positions where I had to read music, like the mandolin gig I did on Sunday. I joined a big band at one point playing double bass where they would put music in front of me and I don't have to play it. So just getting into when I was doing theater work, which the theater work I was doing paid shit. You get like $50 for a gig. You're there for 3 hours and you get like $50. What, are you fucking kidding me? But I took those gigs just because they were putting music I didn't know in front of me, and I had to try to read it correctly the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that enough, 2 things happen. 1, you do get better at sight reading. 2, actually 3 things. You get better at sight reading. You get better at covering up your mistakes when you fuck up and hit a wrong note, figuring out a way to get out of it and fix it. And 3, you also learn not to worry so much about making mistakes. You learn to accept that and not beat yourself up for getting things wrong. To the point where I've gotten really good at that. I can play wrong notes all night long and I'm fine with it.
Well, I tell you what, it's really interesting. This guy is called. I always miss. Let me Google his name. It's called Jacob. Jacob Kohler. Is it? Am I correct?
Oh, Jacob Collier.
Yes. One time I'm watching one of his video and he did say there is no, when you play wrong note, actually there is no wrong note, right? Just like jazz music, for me it sounds like a lot of wrong notes, but actually if you keep playing it, have confidence to play it, it will sound right. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, well, that's what Nigel Tufnell said, that jazz is basically when you're playing the wrong notes. So when you're playing jazz, if you're playing it right, then you're playing it wrong. JinJin's looking like that. Wow, that's brilliant. Yeah.
I know. Hey, you should bring that to the ping the word. Hey, it's pretty nice. I like it. Not even just jazz. And I noticed when you play some just classical or no matter, right? And then even you play some wrong notes, but if you feel confidence to, go through it, I do believe that were people they were saying actually it sounds awkward, but it's kind of nice.
And I had a bass teacher who had a theory that what he said was, and well played, Poke. He said that everything hip started out as a mistake. So somebody's on stage, they play a wrong note, but they don't want everybody to know it was a wrong note, so they play it again, and then people in the audience hear it and think, oh, that was cool, and then they start doing it intentionally. It was either Jim Hall or Thelonious Monk who said there's no wrong notes, only misplaced ones. Like, you could play any note, and if you play it right, or approach it or get away from it in a certain way, it won't sound like a wrong note.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's correct.
Now, there was a master class I was at that the trombonist Ray Anderson was running, and he started out the whole thing with this. Like, everybody sits down, it's ready to start, and Ray Anderson says, so what happens if you play an E flat and then you realize the band's in D? What do you do? And he didn't even say hello or anything. This is the first thing he does. And so everybody's sitting there like wondering, I don't know. And he goes, you play that E flat again.
Yes. Why now?
Yes, and that's true, Poke. If you hit a wrong note, but then resolve it to a right note, that's considered, that's considered hip. Yeah. Most music works that way. Oh, and Venus
Yeah.
Guitar is here. Everybody say hello to Venus. We're going to get Venus on Music Theory Hour. Venus, when we get Venus on Music Theory Hour, he's going to talk about quadratic equations and non-Euclidean geometry. Jinjin refused to speak on that.
Hey, Jimmy, I tell you what, Venus guitar, he is not just like a classical guitar player. He have really good vocal.
Oh, yeah, I've
If
heard
you-
him sing, yeah.
If you can tell him sing for you, it's really chill and relaxing. I know you don't believe yourself, Venus guitar, but you are really good.
It's good for him to hear it from you. I would love to see that video, Sketchy. I mean, I've heard of a video where a cat's walking across a keyboard and then they've put music to it to make it sound. And in fact, on Adrian Belews' first solo album, his daughter was like, I think 2 or 3 years old. And she was sitting at the piano and just playing random notes, and he recorded it. And then he overdubbed himself playing guitar to that and put it on his first album.
Mm-hmm.
So some people have said this, that music is more in the perception than in the execution, that you could take random notes and if somebody listens to them thinking that they were intentional, they'll probably hear it as music. In fact, the college I went to, Stony Brook, had a big music department for modern music, and the music the practice rooms were all in the basement because that's where you put musicians, in a basement. And
Why they need to put the musician in the basement? Why?
because that's
Why is not in the basement?
because that's where you
Like a
put
culture room?
that's where you put all the things that you don't really need and don't use that often. Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a big room there that they would use for like chamber orchestra rehearsals and things. There was a time I was coming down the stairwell into the basement to go to my practice room, and I heard them practicing this crazy modern piece. It had all this wild chromaticism and polyrhythms. And then when I opened up the door and got into the hallway, I discovered it wasn't one piece. It was like 5 people practicing solo pieces in different rooms.
Interesting.
But my ear heard it as if it was one piece of music.
Yeah, see, it's really, depends what you sing actually. So, well, no matter, even you play the wrong notes, we have so many humans in this earth. Someone will like it for sure.
Yeah. Your stream, your channel may only have 2 followers, but those 2 people like your stuff. I'm talking to people in chat. Yeah. You've got way more than 2 followers. You've got like thousands of followers, right? So many people love the Jinjin, let me tell you.
Well, I'm lucky then, because I tell you what, I know, Jimmy, you always don't believe me, but when I'm in Poland, I'm really not good at streaming and chat with people. I learned it really late, I finally realized, when you want to be a successful streamer and get more followers, chatting is the most important thing to do. I don't know why people like chat all the time. I just don't understand. But I slowly learning how to chat with people. Even I always miss the reading, right? But I really try really hard. I even spent 1 year to get 50 followers. I know you don't believe me, but that's the truth. 1 year.
Well, I think I remember you telling me, because I had a similar story where it took us 9 months to become affiliate. And I think you said it took about the same for you, right?
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Truly
Okay.
1 year. Because when I go practice, I never chat. Even people say hi, I always say, "Oh, hi," and that's it. And I back to my practice. But normally that is not Twitch, viewers. That's not what they want. They want
Well,
they want conversation.
Matthew brings up a good point that they're there for Marmot, actually, not for Jinjin. That's who actually gets the viewers on your channel.
Anyway, also the mode is really important for the streamers. Good mode can really help you a lot. Just like, from these 2 years, Matthew, because I don't know why, from the past, all my mode, they are gone. They just disappear. I'm pretty lucky to find Matthew to help me, and then he really helped me fix a lot of things in the, you know, to help this channel a lot. And recently, we just have a strategy track to join us, so I'm really lucky that because he's really good at chatting with people, and then whatever he says so polite. Oh my god, that is what we need because me and Matthew quite rude. Okay,
Yeah.
appreciate you, track hug. Okay.
And Venus, you know, there is a thing though where sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, there are times when I like streamers who aren't doing much with chat because sometimes I just want to hear the music. So there are some streamers who I like putting them on because I know I'm not going to hear them stopping and chatting all the time. Then there are some streamers like Do You Ken was great at this when he was around, that he would keep playing music while he was chatting with chat. So you still hear the music, but then you know you get the chat interaction as well. I think that as with all things, you have to find out what you're comfortable with. I think too many people are trying to do stuff what they think is the best way rather than doing it their own way.
Yeah, it's so difficult to find a balance. I mean, well, I guess we just need to keep trying to find the perfect balance,
Yeah.
to fit us.
When I started
Yeah.
streaming, I didn't want to be myself. I wanted to be a popular streamer, so I kept trying to be like JinJin. And yeah.
Why are you trying to be like me?
Remember those early streams? I used to try to talk with an accent. I would do the blindfold thing. I would try baking, and that never worked very well because I really don't know how to bake. Yeah.
I tell you what, every time when you shout out my name, right, I'm really scared. I was down like sweating, like, oh my god, what kind of clip gonna showing? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Gscape, I would suggest against that. Oh, by the way, to my point before, since Gscape mentioned Zappa, there's a Zappa track. I think it's on the album Lumpy Gravy. It's a bass and drum duo. And it turns out he took a drum solo from one performance they did, and then took a bass solo from a completely different performance, and stuck them on top of each other, and they work. And Zappa himself said it's kind of amazing how much interaction you can hear, even though they weren't played together, they weren't played at the same time, they weren't even in the same city when they were recorded. So it says something about how, as human beings, we can sometimes hear musical relations and stuff even when they're not there.
Oh, and also I want to ask, I want to ask your suggestion actually, because I know some of the pianists, when they play piano, they can showing their emotion really well, but I can't, because I think sometimes you do need it, right? Because people want to see that. What do you think? Because I'm really stubborn, because I just play all my feeling is in my finger, not on my face or my body. I just can't move like that.
Well, the first thing I would say is I think it's that same thing of because to me and especially in the 80s groups, this was the thing where the rock groups, they would be trying to show their emotions more, but it comes across like they're trying to show their emotions, and it seems very phony. So I think if you're trying to do it, it's going to come across that you're trying to do it, and that's not going to be a good thing. So I think, again, you want to find your own way of doing it. But likewise, there's a whole style of music. I don't know too many of the bands in it, but that was called shoegaze. And the way that style got its name was because the performers would be on stage looking at their feet while they were playing. And there are people who love that stuff. So I think that if there are people who feel like, well, you don't show your emotions enough, well, then let them go find somebody who acts like that, and you find the people who like what you do.
So do you think you are the person really showing your emotion when you play music? Because I always see you sitting down, and then, so I don't know.
And when I'm actually playing, if I'm playing with the band at a venue, I'm usually standing, but when we stream, I'm sitting. And part of that is because since the drums have to be played sitting,
Yeah.
if we were standing, it becomes difficult to put the camera in a place where people can see us all. Oh, Beat Cleaver just raided you. Did you know that, Jinjin?
No, I don't know. What
See,
is it?
look at how rude Jinjin is. This great streamer just raided
Hey, hi,
her.
Pete. I tell you what, he's a rapper, okay, from UK. Hi, thank you so much. Big hug. I'm busy, okay? I'm chatting.
Yeah, Beat Cleaver's a fantastic streamer. If you're not following Beat Cleaver, you are a complete jackass.
Indeed.
Yeah. So what we talk? Oh, but that's one of the reasons we sit. And also, though, I found that because I use a lot of foot pedals, so it's just easier to work foot pedals if I'm not standing. I don't think about what I'm doing facially or how I'm moving or anything when I'm playing. I'm just focused on the music and listening to what the other instrumentalists are playing.
Yeah.
So, and if people think, oh, he's not showing enough emotion, I wouldn't want to make the music suffer, so I can start like mugging and that kind of thing.
But I tell you what, but I don't know. This kind of showing your emotion for me is a difficult part.
Yeah, because you're
I
not
know
very emotional. You're very robotic.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. But when I watch other famous pianist streamer, and then they do really show a lot of their body language. So I just wondering, do I really need that? So I don't know.
Another thing you could do is try it and see how you feel. And if you don't like it, then stop.
I do. I actually when I practice privately, I do try, but I don't feel confidence to do it because that will mess me up to read my music. You know, when you try to read music and then you move like this, I just can't. No, I don't believe I can read. You know, I feel like dizzy. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, so that's because I've been told that too about myself, since I was a teenager, that I have to move more and stuff like that. But I've decided that I don't want it to affect the quality of the music. So I'm going to focus on making great music, and if I'm not making facial expressions or moving around while doing it, then okay, that's what I'm going to do.
All right, then I decided to do that too. Good
Yeah.
suggestion.
Yeah, and G-Scape, I'm not saying that people who do move around or make facial expressions are wrong or bad. There's this Zen idea of accepting things as they are. So that's kind of how I feel. Like, if I'm gonna accept Jinjin like Jinjin is, because believe me, if I could, there's a lot of things I would change about her. But you see, you never laugh when I make those jokes. I feel like you're missing them. But let's accept Jinjin for being Jinjin.
My friend. You can be my friend. La 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 la. Be my friend, and I be yours.
Matthew, that's probably what'll happen. Like 2 hours from now, Jinjin will be watching the VOD and she'll go, "Wait a minute!"
About nonsense. Oh.
So, anybody have any other questions for Jinjin? Or any questions about music theory, non-Euclidean geometry, quantum
I
physics?
tell you what, Jimmy, about the music theory. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I post on my Discord. I said, well, I don't know what kind of music theory I got, but I'm pretty sure I know stereo really well. That's what I tell people because I'm really scared today. But I face fear.
Yeah,
I never say I will good at, or I don't know. I'm not good at chatting with people. Probably I know you for a long time, so basic, I know you pretty well now. But if you want me like have a streaming together with probably G-Scape because I don't know him well enough, it probably will like he ask me the questions, and then I just answer, and that's the end. Will be totally fine.
Yeah, and that's fair because I wouldn't want to do a stream with G-Scape either. I mean, apparently I have to do one on Wednesday.
Hey, G-Scape, cover your ears, come on.
But yeah, he's just really an awful person and a terrible streamer, and I don't know how we're gonna get through next Wednesday. What we're gonna do?
Come on, we love you, G-Scab. You know we are joking, right? His heart is like that.
Well, you know, I appreciate you being on for this thing, Jin, because there's a number of people who I've asked who have then said, "Oh, I don't know much music theory." Like, I think that they think it was going to be us talking about, well, if you're playing in the key of D flat and you're going to play the 6th chord, but you're going to play flat 9
exactly
on
why
it.
you're gonna ask me. Yes. That's why before you invite me, I just said no. I don't think I can do it because I have no idea.
But to me, music theory isn't just about what scales go with what chords. It's Saito.
And also just saying nonsense. Yes, that's our music scene.
But in some sense it is. Things like what you said about, should you make body movements when you're playing or not? Like, to me, that's just as important as knowing what chords, what notes are in a G chord or something.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get better at sight reading? What do you do when you play a wrong note? What happens when you're trying to make a browser source and for some reason it still doesn't get the browser source in there the way you want, and then you get kicked off the internet? That's music theory, right?
Yeah, it's part of it for sure. Yeah.
You're driving down the road and the police officer pulls you over and says, "Do you realize why I pulled you over?" How do you answer that question? That's some serious music theory.
Because I'm too drunk.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Right, because then you say, "Oh, is it because I'm intoxicated?" The officer says, "Well, no, it's because you have a headlight out." but let's give you a breathalyzer test now. Yeah. So those are important things to know. By the way, seriously, anybody you get pulled over by a police officer and they ask, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" The correct answer is always no. Yeah. Don't offer up evidence, Oh, is it because I'm carrying illicit drugs in my glove compartment? You don't want to say things like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sanjala, thanks for the follow.
Sanjala. Oh.
I'm assuming it's Sanjala.
To read.
Quantum.
The other thing I'm scared when I'm streaming because English is not my first language, right? And then I know some viewers, they really correcting me how to say their name right. And for me, it's really, oh my God, I really don't want to go through this,
And when we first met, I remember for the longest time you just called me Machine.
Yes, I just called you Machine.
And then I found out because you couldn't pronounce coincidence.
You also clip that. I know it.
I did clip that.
Oh, rude. How to say your name? I just call you Machine.
But the thing is, Jinjin, you have this kind of no-nonsense attitude about you that I remember at one point you said, "Oh, I'm going to call you Machine." And like you don't say it like you're asking. You say it like it's a statement of fact.
Yeah,
I'm going to call you
Machine. Whatever. Okay. So please, guys, be mercy, all right? If I can't say your name, I really try my best. Don't force me to say it right. I can't remember. Like that. Is that Izaito? Izaito something?
And I'll tell you something. That streamer doesn't know how to pronounce his own name. I can tell you that for a fact.
That's just more. Before I call him he knows. Because your old account, I can't remember how to say it. I call him
Enos. Did you call him Enos?
And I tell you what, yes, I call him Enos, and then Matthew.
Oh, I am so glad we did this because I am totally.
Every time when Enos show up, Matthew always like, "Oh, Big Nose is here." So wrong, Matthew.
Enos. So I am totally calling him Enos from now on.
You know what you said your name? Could you tell me, please? I hope not, because that will break my heart.
Yeah, well, there's another one. Kakalokola. I don't know how to say that name.
Kakalakola. Oh, Kakalakola. Kakalakola. Oh my god, you made me want to dance. Kakalakola.
Well, you know, in the streamer, everybody calls Hermer Firmer. Like, he told me that he made that name figuring that it would be fun watching people try to pronounce it.
Why? Why do you want to talk to people like this? Why? You guys are proper. Go see the doctor. Go. Don't do that, okay? Life's really tough. Don't do that.
And see, this is important stuff too. How do you choose a streamer name? How do you pronounce them? That's very important music theory stuff. They should put that in the college courses.
Yeah, they should have your name just called Peanuts or something, right? Or I call Mango.
Yeah, or these streamers who have like a bunch of underscores in their name, and then you're trying to raid them, and it's like, oh, they have an underscore and they used an exclamation point instead of an I. What a pain in the ass.
Do you know I have an experience one time because I'm so drunk and then I wanna rate Noctune music, and then I got 100 viewers by the way, and I said yes, this time I gonna rate him to support him because I really like his channel. And then when I type Noctune music, and then we went to someone else, you know, it like a stranger, and then Matthew tell me we rate the wrong person because Noctune music after have an underline. They did Noctune, change your name, okay? Why you have that underline? It's really bothering me for a long time now. I always type a wrong name, no, rate a wrong person.
Yeah, we did that once too, where we tried to raid Piano Julia, and it turns out there's another Piano Julia without the underscore.
I know so many Piano Julia. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we raided into the one who wasn't even streaming at that time, so we raided into a channel with just the blank screen, and we're all in chat.
Yeah, if you like Piano Julia, at least add banana, okay? In the end, Piano banana, right? We won't make mistake because it's not underline or exclamation. I think about other name and then add. We don't mind your name super long, but just no that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
Exclamation.
And then when you're rating, you have to keep looking back to the channel to make sure that you wrote it correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Right. There's times where I'm 7 letters into the streamer's name and I'm just like, fuck this, I'm gonna raid somebody else.
Hey, Jimmy, I think we should change the title. It will become Streamers Complaining.
Well, that's always
It's not a music theory anymore. Alright, we change the title, guys, okay? You learn nothing here, for sure.
Well, Valston, I'm not sure how easy it is to remember because I might get that L and that H reversed.
Which one?
Valston, V-A-H-L.
Oh, Valston. Oh, he is the one I found it difficult. It took me 1 year to know how to read his name. Yes, really take me 1 year. You need to keep showing up, okay, guys? If you want me to remember your name, because if you just join 3-4 times, it's impossible. I forgot you, okay? Keep showing up. Force me to remember you. Valston. Oh, you are here, Bowser! Hey, sorry. I put my knees down. Did I say anything for you? Sorry, I'm a coward. I put my knees down. Sorry.
And this happened.
We love you, Bowser! We love you so much!
Cat Lastokai, for the longest time, everybody kept calling her Cat La Social because they never bothered to read how her name was spelled. There was another streamer that happened with too that everybody kept reading their name wrong.
Oh, Jenny's here. Hi, Jenny. Yeah, we have so fun. Let me see whose name is too weird. I still don't know how to say it. Jimmy, do you know how to say this name? Izaito.
Oh, Itzaito, I think, is how most people pronounce it.
Aito.
Itzaito. But that streamer, I think he just put some random letters together and he doesn't even know how to properly pronounce his own streamer name.
Aito, you try to play smart, wrong. Is the wrong way, okay?
Itzaito, yes. Itzaito is very similar to Enos. Yeah.
Who else, huh?
Enos.
Okay, everyone be good. I'm checking now,
You know, Venus, a reason that I've never done that, though, is that apparently with Twitch, if you change your streamer name, you can't change it again for like, I think, 3 months. So I don't want to get stuck with a joke name for 3 months and run the risk of then somebody else stealing this name. I agree with whoever it was saying about purging accounts. I think it was Neptune Music said that they should purge accounts that aren't being used. Oh, and Bert the Wayfarer is here. How are you doing?
Oh, account that being used. So Noctune, you should add, not underline, you should call Noctune Music Banana, right?
Yeah, just add banana onto the end of stuff.
Oh.
Jin
Hey,
Jin,
Bert, nice to see you.
but then would it be JinJinTV Banana or JinJin Banana TV?
I will call JinJin Walk. Hey, that remind me one joke. Another joke is real. One time when I walk in the street, right, and then someone have one Chinese name. It's called it's something walk. Anyway, WOK walk.
Okay.
And then I've been thinking if I open my own Chinese restaurant, I gonna call myself Walk You Wong. Because that's a genius idea. Hey, everyone, don't steal it, okay?
Yeah, now you're gonna see around your block. There's gonna be a Chinese restaurant called that.
Walk You Wong. A new thing is a little bit rude, but also cool.
There was a bad joke about a name for a place, and I don't remember what it was now. I wish I could. Oh, Valston is saying you could change it to Cat Heart Fart Lady.
Oh, that's because I got an email, the far is shooting the heart. Email. Hey, Velton, because you always say that, everyone, when they know me, they always think about fart, Thank you so much. I know you love my email very much. Thank you.
So what's the newest thing you're working on as far as piano, JinJin?
Well, now, actually, I want to go back to my classical because I took a long break since last year. Because last year I put too much practice, and then I really hurt my arms, and then I need to wear like a brace to relieve the pain. So after Christmas, when Matthew having a 1 month day off, so I took like totally 1 month no piano.
Wow.
Yes. So this year, I don't need to wear that anymore. It get better, and I don't put much time playing classical like last year. That really helped me a lot.
Oh.
But just recently I decided I need to go back because I noticed some skills it just disappear. I can catch it more like before. So I'm slowly going back to my Chopin. But I stopped playing Rachmaninoff for now because that hurt my arms too much. Especially the song I'm playing is really focused on my left hand.
Huh.
Yeah.
Rachmaninoff is really hard to play?
Yes, they are. Especially when you read the sheet music, it's just insane. I mean, it really gives you a headache. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even just listening to it can do that.
Oh yeah, if you listen to it, you will see a lot of noise, just together. That's what it sounds like.
I have a recording that somebody copied for me that apparently there'd been a player piano that had been invented where you could play on it and that would poke the things in the roll, I guess. And they had Rachmaninoff play some of his own pieces on this thing. And then they saved the rolls, and then when recording technology came about, they actually put a player piano in a studio and put the roll on it and recorded it so that you're, in some sense, hearing Rachmaninoff playing his own pieces.
I think it definitely sounds really cool then.
Yeah. it is an older recording, so it had that kind of. I think it was done on vinyl. It has that kind of scratchy effect to it, but it's kind of weird to think that we're hearing this guy. They said that the recording of it was odd too, because it's a piano with nobody playing, but the roll is going. But you know that Rachmaninoff was the guy who played that. It's kind of eerie, almost like it's a ghost recording of him.
Ah. Oh,
yes,
interesting.
Kakakalokola is saying is right. It's also strange too because it is kind of a recording, and then they made a recording of that recording. And then what I have, the guy who gave it to me on a CD, so it was like a recording of the vinyl recording.
Remake the
yeah. So it's like 3 generations away from Rachmaninoff, but it's still Rachmaninoff playing his own pieces. Yeah.
Maybe you can recording and remake again for me, okay?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'd imagine it's got to be on the Spotify and Amazon Music and Deezer and all of those places by now. But are those 2 of your favorite composers to play, Chopin and Rachmaninoff?
Oh yeah, I personally I like Chopin because contracrosstic. I'm not sure. Did you know him?
Say that again.
Contracrosstic. I'm not sure it's here. And Matthew, did you know his name?
That person. G-Scape. Apparently, this player piano could. They designed this one so it put that data into it somehow. I don't know how. It didn't make sense to me because I thought the same thing. Player pianos usually don't, but this was some upscale thing, which is why they had Rachmaninoff play on it. Okay, sorry, Jinjin. Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to. Wanted to put G-Scape in his place. You know, preparing for Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Rachmaninoff for all the time just because his music really dark and then haunting for me. I'm a really dark side person actually. Yeah. I know everyone always say I just funny, but actually the music I play, you can kind of tell I'm pretty dark.
Yeah, well when people ask me to describe JinJin, I always say dark and haunting.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow. You know me so well, Jimmy. Good friend. But anyway, yes, so I like Rachmaninoff all the time. But because contracrosstic, he brought me into Chopin, actually. And then also he shared a lot of really good sheet music to practice. Because you know when you always saying, oh, I gotta find a book and to play it, but actually a lot of them, they are pretty bad because some finger skills they don't tell you.
Oh.
Yeah, I tell you what, for the pianist, sometimes when you wanna, practice your classical, I don't like following fingers, but sometimes you do need to, or you will never ever go through that page. Because it just have its own rules, and then the most of the book they don't tell you that. So yeah, contracrosstic is really nice. Oh, there, Matthew just shout his name. Yeah,
Okay,
he's really nice. He shared a lot of good treasures with me. Yeah, I really appreciate it. By the way, contracrosstic, this guy, he's a genius. If you guys like classical pianist on Twitch, I would say he's the top one. No one can beat him for sure, but he don't streaming much. Yeah, and also he like talk about nonsense, but trust me, okay, when he put his hands on that piano, it's amazing.
So he plays great piano, but then when he talks about nonsense?
Well, when he's in the chat, he likes saying nonsense, just kind of like us, but he's a genius. He's really, really good at playing Chopin for sure.
Okay,
and
there's another piano.
He like to talk about technique stuff.
Because there's another piano streamer I know that she can play really well, but when she talks a lot of nonsense, especially when she's talking with chat. You might know
who
her.
that is. Who that is? Tell me.
Tell
me who.
JinJinTV. You may have heard.
Really? Who? Say louder.
Oh, Matthew already said that, so JinJin, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now,
you guys really learn nothing from me, okay? I promise. You learn nothing today.
Is he the one that introduced you to the preludes? Because I've requested Chopin's C-sharp minor prelude on your channel, and I think you play it wonderfully. That, I think, is a
Oh,
gorgeous piece.
really? I tell you what, that piece, I found it really difficult to impress myself because I know all the notes. It sounds really dark, right? But actually, you need to imagine you are in my mind. Okay, I need to imagine I'm sinking under the ocean and then even deep down and deep down and deep down and deep down to the end. I never get up. It's like that, but it's really hard to impress that feeling.
Huh.
So even now, I still can feel that way when I play it. I just feel like, I just like swimming, but I'm drowning like that. That's how I play.
And did you all see how much emotion she showed just now?
Yeah, that's how I
So when
play.
you play, you should do that. While you're playing that piece, go, like you just did.
I'm like,
I think we've discovered how you should go about this, yeah.
wow, I need a skill for do that. Use my both feet. No, just one feet.
Now, you said something about the fingerings on those editions that Contra Acrostics had told you about. I know in my studies of classical guitar that a lot of my lessons with Jerry Willard were bringing in a piece and then him changing the fingerings on it or giving me fingerings if it didn't show any. Um, so that was a big part of learning technique was seeing, oh,
Yes,
I
yes.
practiced it with this fingering, but now Jerry's telling me to use this fingering and understanding why he would do that. So do you ever use music that doesn't have fingerings on it and create your own fingerings or change the fingerings to pieces that you're playing?
Oh, I do it all the time. Just like I say, I'm the person I never like follow the fingers, but sometimes I do need it. Especially recently, I've been working on etude, on Chopin's etude, because come on, etude basic is a practice book, and then I know it looks really easy, especially OP the OP1 and the OP2. If you don't follow the fingers, you just can't play. You just keep hitting the wrong notes. All your fingers, just stuck. You stuck there forever, just one bar.
Hmm.
So that kind of forced me to follow the fingers. But most of the time, because my hand can handle it, I still use my own fingers to play it.
Oh,
To
you
be
don't use
honest,
somebody else's fingers.
no, no, I don't like follow the fingers. And also that is the other problem. My teachers, she always forced me to follow the rules, and that is how I hate it all the time. Because I just think my finger can handle it. What I need to follow the finger for? It just make it more difficult. I don't want to. But I know it's not the right practice for sure. But because I have so many songs I want to learn, I want to save my time. If I can handle it, I just use my own way. But if I can't, that's okay. I spend my time to figure out, how to use the finger.
Oh, okay, that sounds like a good rule. Yeah, I will
Yeah,
sometimes tell students of mine when they're telling me, well, that they don't want to do it the way I'm telling them. I'll say, well, practice it this way, and if it doesn't work, you can go back to doing it the way you are doing
yeah, sure. Because when you want to put your time to practice in one instrument, actually, it's really boring. Am I lagging?
it. No, you're
Yes,
just
I am.
blurring. You just got blurry for some reason.
That's really weird. Probably someone use like is it my family use the internet? Wait, let me
Yeah,
let me
that's
ask.
rude. Your family, tell them all to get off the internet.
I know.
Like, hey, I'm trying to do a stream here.
I'm typing now.
She's actually going to tell her family to get off the internet. Good for
Yeah, I
you.
still love it. Leave it.
Tell them to just leave the house.
Oh my god, they say they do not use the internet, so I don't know why it suddenly become like that, but well, there's nothing I can do then.
I've actually had that happen where I've been in in the middle. I think it was teaching a lesson, and my landlords decided to reset the router.
Well, anyway, don't you see people? Right now, I look better, like, with this blurry filter.
It makes you look mysterious and dark. And
More mystery, right?
yeah, yeah. JinJin is an enigma, for those of you who didn't know.
But anyway, what I'm talking about? Oh, about practice. Because I think, we have so many other beautiful songs in this world. So if we can handle, this part, so why we don't use our way to go through it? And
Huh.
then so we have more time to play other songs we like.
Huh, good point. Yeah. And-
So I think it's kind of like encourage them to spend more time on music, right? Because if you keep telling them you definitely need to follow these rules and that rules, they kind of put them down.
Yeah, and I know, being an American suburban male, like when somebody tells me you have to follow this rule, I am probably going to do the opposite of that thing they just told me. That's the way we roll over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the quality of the video is back to normal, sketchy, but the quality of the conversation has still, stayed at a lower level. Yeah. So,
We will stay as long as we can, okay?
Yeah. I don't know if you've read Kenny Werner's books, but he talks about how he had the book Effortless Mastery. You should check them out. You might like them. But in his second book, he said one of the problems was he wasn't saying you don't expend any effort and become a master. What he meant is you want to master it to the point where it's effortless. But he talks in his second book about working with his daughter who started playing piano, about getting one piece down so that she could play it, perfectly. And on one hand, I get that, but the problem I have with myself as well as students is I might be working on something for 3 months and I don't have it perfect yet, but I'm friggin' sick to death of it. I don't want to hear myself play it anymore. So sometimes I think we have to move on to another piece.
Exactly. That is the time, to move on, or you will hate that music forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes take a break is a nice thing to do. Yeah, we don't always try to dig in, try to make it perfect. It's not good for our mental for sure. Yeah, take a break and then come back after you will do better.
Poke.
Funny, anyone say bad? Why you laughing?
No, poke your eyes out. There's a thing there's a joke I make with him all the time, and now he's like coming back at me with the same joke. And actually, using my own routine on me. So, well done. But have you noticed this, JinJin, where sometimes I'll be practicing a thing and I'm tired of it and I stop doing it, move on to something else, and then maybe something else. And then when I go back to that first thing, I'm actually a little better at it because of the skills I've learned from those other things I've gone on to do.
That's because the muscle memory you from the past you've been practicing, but during that time you just can't do it, right? I know that feeling because I have it too.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you keep pressing the wrong note over and over and over again, but that's because your mental is quite tiring. You just can't take it anymore. So just walk away, move on, and then after when you come back, you just can nail it every time. Magic.
Jerry had told me that once in a lesson where he told me, if you make that mistake and you keep playing and making that mistake, you're practicing that mistake. And you're going to get really good at making that mistake.
I like at this point. Hey, ping it. Matthew, ping it. Who say it? Ping it. 100 bit. Okay, no, not 100 points. I like it. I try that with tango.
Are there any other questions? Yeah, I'm probably going to have to wrap it up. I do have some students I have to teach in a bit, and I'm probably going to try to eat something before I do that.
Sure.
I'm surprised you don't teach, though. You seem to me like you would be a fantastic teacher.
Because when I back to UK, I have so many other things to do. It's because especially apply for my visa.
Uh,
And yeah,
you should
because
just try to get a MasterCard. They're easier to get.
in UK it's so difficult to apply. Oh my god, it's insane. But anyway, it's already halfway through, and then probably on September, everything will be cooled down a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Should I go back to teach Chinese or not? I do have some two-person they asked me, but I never, I just ignore the message. I did not reply because I feel
Oh,
I'm not ready.
like you do with chat, ignoring it. Yeah.
Yeah, I ignore it. Yes, yes. So I did not reply it because I feel I'm not ready yet. I just
Wow.
want to focus on my music thing because for this moment I really enjoy it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
If
sense.
I'm Chinese teaching properly, I will be much busier, and then the quality when I streaming won't be good because I will be too exhausted.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah,
And if you
because
love
I
it,
just like just like you go out work and then come back, have nothing to do. I have also have housework to do to take care of the family, so I'm too busy. Yeah, I'm just too busy. I can't do it.
let the family take care of themselves.
Oh, I can't. Come on, Mama. If you saw that cat earlier. If Mama she keep begging you for food every 1 hour, could you really just say, "Hey, cat, go take care of yourself. Bye,
Yeah,
ciao."
that
You
cat
can
can.
say bye.
If that cat wants to eat, that cat can go out and get a damn job and contribute, right?
And work in the office.
And
Nice.
I heard that Marmot was going to start teaching erhu lessons.
Who gonna teach lessons? Who?
Marmot is going to do that. Yeah.
Oh. I tell you what, Mama, her piano skill is better than me. Trust me, everyone.
I shouted you out once, and that clip came up with Marmot looking at the piano and walking across it, but not walking on any of the keys.
Oh, that one is really funny. Yeah, that's a good clip for sure.
So, is everybody following JinJin? When's your next stream, JinJin?
Oh, maybe tomorrow, my piano stream. Torture time for sure.
Ah.
Mm.
Everybody tune in on that. What time is that going to be?
I always stream in the afternoon about 4 or 5 o'clock UK time, so I'm not sure how.
Wait a minute. I think that's when I'm streaming tomorrow. You're going to
That's
take.
about the time you are streaming.
We stream at about 11 a.m. here, which is probably, I think, 4 p.m. there, doing the Indian music. You're going to do that to steal my viewers, aren't you?
No wonder every Friday I just think, oh, which streamer is on? I never see you on because you already finished when I'm streaming. I see.
Maybe we'll raid into you tomorrow.
Well, we see. Hey, please don't just rate whatever you like, okay? Don't feel like I must rate JinJin. No, don't feel that way, really.
So, thank you so much for taking part in this. Any questions in chat for JinJin about piano, erhu, Marmite, non-Euclidean geometry?
Or I should say, is anyone want to ask about Jimmy's questions? Like why he never wearing his socks? Go ahead, okay? Go ask him. He's genius.
Yeah, right. That's not wearing socks. That's what makes me a genius. That's what separates me from all of the other streamers.
Maybe part of the genius. You just don't need to wear socks, Maybe tomorrow when I play piano, I try to take my socks away. Maybe I can play better then. I don't know.
You should make that a channel point redeem. Play without socks.
I tell you what, that would be awful for me. I can't imagine, my feet would be naked. I can't imagine that. Terrible. Oh, God.
like
No,
they have
no,
strip
no.
poker. We should have strip streaming where the people can do channel points and ask to have a sock removed or a shoe or a glove.
I tell you what, you guys really shouldn't tell me not wearing socks when I play piano because when I press my piano paddle, it's kind of like 100 BPM. Am I correct? Is that fast? Okay, if I don't wear socks, my foot will bleeding. But I need socks to protect me. Oh, what? What did it say?
Oh, Cheesecake's making a non-Euclidean geometry comment. Oh, and yeah, Astral Akela didn't say anything the whole stream. We mentioned strip poker, and suddenly they're there.
Yep.
Oh,
Look at checking. Oh, I see. I know what you mean now.
so
Hi,
here's
you too. Nice to see you.
so here's the thing now, Jinjin, is that we're gonna wrap it up. But I always ask the guest who we should raid. Who do you want to raid?
I have no idea then. Is anyone you like?
I don't like
Because
anybody. I hate human beings. Remember?
Oh, you're correct. That's my animal, not that.
Mr. X is on. Leland is on. Leland Aiko. Do you know Leland? Wonderful keyboard player. Aligned Alchemy is on, but I don't think they're making music right now. Dragonfly Sky is on.
Sure, because this is music theory. Definitely find a musician.
Well, those are the ones I know. Oh, Manolus Brebos is also on. Those are all good streamers. Loop Noisebeat is on. They've got like a shitload of people on. They might not be streaming for too much longer. It looks like they're part of some raid train.
Or how about... I know Phil Luna. He's pretty good then.
Oh, I know Phil Luna.
Yeah,
I think he
he's
still
really
owes me
good.
20 bits.
Let me see how long. It's only streamed 1 hour and 21 minutes.
Yeah, when he streams, he usually streams for like 42 to 78 hours at a time. So, isn't this amazing? Where I'll be throwing these little one-liners out there, and JinJin just doesn't respond to them at all.
What? What? Did anyone
See
say
what I
something?
mean?
Okay, I'm back my chat now. Sorry. Who?
Should we raid Phil Luna? What do you all think?
Yeah, sure. Everyone, I'm okay. Okay, even it's the animals for sure. Go ahead, Jimmy. You decide.
Now, Phil Luna, he's another one of those ones. He's got to put a fucking underscore in his name. We would have almost raided the wrong Phil Luna.
Exactly. Probably the other Luna again. Hey, happy nice to see you. Hello.
So we do have a raid call on this channel, which you don't have to use, but you can. You can vary it. You can change it. You can use your own raid call, not use a raid call, whatever you all want to do. And we're going to raid into Phil Luna, who's wonderful. Who's wonderful is JinJin. Let's thank JinJin for being part of Music Theory Hour and joining us discussing all kinds of things related to music theory.
Yes.
Like, should you
Thank you
wear
so much.
socks when you play piano? That's totally music theory. They have to teach that shit in the schools.
Exactly. Okay, everyone. So please take your socks off right now.
I heard there's editions of Rachmaninoff where he tells you when to remove your socks in the piece. Because otherwise
wrong.
you'd be trying to figure that out yourself and you might get it wrong. So
No. Rachmaninoff teach you should wear your socks on your hand and play it.
that should be another channel point redeemed.
Exactly.
Not just the gloves, but now you have to do it with socks. Yeah. That's Sati, exactly.
Oh, I don't know what we are talking about.
Well, JinJin, thank you so much for being part of this. We're rating out. Everybody say hi to Phil Luna. And yeah, and thank you all for being here.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. We're gonna say goodbye.